Hey guys, it's your girl Elvie here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see your face here and thanks for spending time with me. So today I wanted to talk about, give you guys an update, a life update and an update on my 75 hard challenge progress that I've been doing. What's changed, what's helped, has been my experience and everything. So yeah, let's talk about it. So basically, let's just get this out of the way. I didn't finish 75 hard, and I thought it wasn't going to be so big of a challenge for me coming off of 75 soft. Yeah, coming off of 75 soft, being able to do that so easily and then jumping up to 75 hard, and it was like adding this whole new layer of workout on top of what I was already doing. So yeah, that's basically what happened. But even though I'm restarting, there's a whole bunch of stuff I still want to talk about. What helped, what patterns and habits I'll take into my next round, and when I'm restarting, when I'm going to finish, my goals and stuff, etc., etc. And mostly I want to talk about why this round, the second round of 75 hard, is going to be easier for me this time than it was the first time, and the experiences that I'm taking into it with me. So basically, and I have my notes right here for this video, but basically I wanted to talk about how black and white thinking definitely took over my thought process during 75 hard challenge the first time around. If I wasn't consistent with one habit, it kind of sabotaged all the other habits for the day, and then I had to restart. So it was going okay for a few days, and then I would have to restart, and then it would go well for a few days, and then I would have to restart. But there were some habits that I noticed that I was consistent on, and those were basically the things I talked about in my 75 soft video. So I always, basically every day, am on the treadmill for getting my 10,000 steps, which takes me like a few hours. I would say one or 2 hours for, that's enough for me. That's like where I feel like it augments my steps enough that I get throughout the day. So I always like do that. But then adding the second 45-minute workout outside that purposefully has to be just for being active and not just like doing something like walking the dogs or gardening. I don't know if I can stick with that rule, because I don't know how far I'm gonna get with that rule, but we'll see how it goes. I've been thinking of getting into bike riding, but I don't know. Other than that, I wanted to talk about the things that I learned and that I'm taking away from the first challenge, and that is definitely I already talked about not letting black and white thinking like kind of like corrupt the whole challenge, but I also wanted to talk about not letting other people's progress sabotage your own, like not comparing yourself to other people that you see online, like their results versus your beginning. I think that's also really important for me definitely to focus on, but also other people going through restarting the 75 hard challenge. I think that idea kind of really helps. And another thing was that I'm going to take with me and that I learned is that it's easier to just not, or for me, it's easier to just not have foods that I know are too indulgent in the house, basically, if I can help it. So when there's good food in the house, I basically just eat it. So my thing that I was successful with was just kind of making the food a little bit more boring and a little bit less over the top and like indulgent every day. So definitely eating out a lot less or not eating out at all is something that I'm going to try. We didn't really eat out that much, maybe like once a week, but I feel like the leftovers of that eating out would sabotage the rest of my weekend, especially. So that kind of got to me. I think I would bring forward keeping a definite meal prepping schedule, because I always felt like I had no time to meal prep, and I always felt like I didn't want to eat what I meal prepped also. So just remembering to meal prep things that I actually will eat, like overnight oats versus like rice and beans or something like that, that is less appetizing for me as leftovers versus like fresh. I mean, rice and beans, not bad. That was a bad example. But like, something that is better fresh, like roasted veggies or something. As for the water drinking habit, I do want to say that I have gotten really big into sparkling water. And that's just like, has been such a game changer for me. Like, it went from bringing me like 3/4 of a gallon to bringing me all the way up on those days that I was with it, because it just like gives your mouth something to do. I don't know what that is. Like mouth boredom. It's like boredom hunger. I don't know. But the sparkling water really helps satisfy. I just wish that I could find a sparkling water that was maybe slightly caffeinated, or like a sparkling tea. I don't know. That's something that I'll have to work on. Because drinking hot coffee in the summer is not really it. I've been like trying to do stuff with Thai tea. That's like amazing, but I don't always have that. And I know I can make iced coffee, but it's just not, you have to plan ahead for iced coffee. That's the thing that is not that great about it, at least in my opinion. But, live and learn. So I also wanted to talk about the progress that I've been making, even though I've kind of been starting and failing. I have lost since my last weigh-in and checkpoint. I'm now in the below 200s, in the 100s and 90s range. So that's amazing. I feel like that is definite progress, but there's still a long ways to go. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me. That's all I wanted to talk about, is just give you guys a quick little update and talk about the things that I loved and hated about 75 Hard and what I will be bringing with me into the future. If you guys want more challenge updates, more DIYs, more food videos, or anything related to that, anything you guys want to see, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, and if you loved the video, don't forget to subscribe. See you later, guys. Bye.